Hey there, Mr. Choose here with Tray Arithmetic. We're going to subtract fractions, and these are the student challenge problems. So I challenged you to try these, so let's see how well you did. So we always have to convert any mixed numbers to improper fractions. In challenge 1, we don't have that issue. Finding a common denominator or crisscrossing, we're going to find a common denominator. Adding the numerators over denominators, we'll do that, and then we'll simplify. So 11/12 minus 2/3. There's a way to find the least common denominator, but that's another video. Right now we're just going to find a common denominator. And the way we did that, we took our 11/12 minus our 2/3, and I'm just going to multiply them both by a fraction that will get me the same denominator in the bottom. And the easiest way to do that is to take the 12 and multiply it by 3. But if I multiply the denominator by 3, the rule that you were taught in elementary school says that you always have to multiply the numerator by the same number to have an equivalent fraction, because 3 over 3 is 1. So here, 3 times 12 over 12. So 12 times 3 is going to be the same as 3 times 12, and that's why we do it. Okay? So once you're multiplying two fractions, I multiply across the numerator, and then write a fraction at the denominator, multiply across the denominator. So it's going to be 2, and I use a raised dot for multiplication. And now I simplify it. 11 times 3 is 33. Over 12 times 3 is 36. Minus 2 times 12 is 24. 3 times 12 is 36. So anytime I have the same denominator, which I do, now I can perform the operation, which is subtraction, in the numerator. So I have 33 minus 24 over 36. And 33 minus 24 is 9. And 9 over 36 is my answer, but it is not simplified. Why? Because I can divide them both by 3, and I can divide them both by 9. That's called a common factor. The greatest common factor is 9. So if I divide the numerator by 9, in order for it to be equivalent, I have to divide the denominator by 9. So 9/36 equals 1/4, and that is my final answer. So how did you do? Hopefully you did well. Remember, it's important that you subscribe to my videos. Why? Because I want you to be able to use my videos. I want more people to see them. That happens when you like my video and when you subscribe. All right, let's do challenge 2, a little bit harder. So in challenge 2 now, I have to change the mixed numbers into improper fractions. And you do that by multiplying the denominator times the whole number, so this 6 times this 6, and add in the numerator over the denominator. The denominator of 4 times the whole number of 3 plus the remainder of 3 over the denominator. All right, now I have to simplify these now. So 6 times 6 is 36 plus 5 over 6. Minus 4 times 3 is 12 plus 3 is 15 over 4. Well, let me do my 4 times 3, which is 12 plus 3. And it's all over 4. Now I'm going to simplify it. 36 plus 5 is 41 over 6, minus 12 plus 3 is 15 over 4. All right. So now we're going to take and write this number down here and then find my common denominator. Subtract the numerator. Don't know what I'm doing there. Got to write them each individually. So I have 41 over 6. I'm going to leave a little space here because I'm going to have to multiply to get my common denominator. So remember, there is a way to get a least common denominator in another video, but right now, let's just get a common denominator. I can multiply this 6 by 4, and then I can multiply this 4 by 6. But remember, we have to be multiplying by 1, 4 over 4, 6 over 6. All right? So now we just do like we did over here on the example, or challenge 1, 41 times 4. I multiply across the numerator, 6 times 4 minus 15 times 6 over 4 times 6. Well, guess what? I can now take and multiply across 41 times 4. So 41 times 4, this is an arithmetic class. 4 times 1 is 4, 4 times 4 is 16. So that equals 164 over 6 times 4 is 24 minus, now I've got 15 times 6. 6 times 5 is 30, carry the 3. 6 times 1 is 6, plus 3 is 90. 90 over 24. So now that I've got common denominator, I can take now and write these as 164 minus 90 over the same denominator. So now I'm going to take my 164 and subtract 90 from it. 0 from 4 is 4. 9 from 16 is 7. So my answer is 74 over 24. Okay, so now 74 over 24 means I have to take the 74 divided by 24. So I'll do it up here in this little bit of white space I have up here. So I have my 74 and I divide it by 24. So that goes 3 times. 3 times 4 is 12. Carry the 1. 3 times 2 is 6. Plus 1 is 7. Here's my remainder. So the answer is 3 and 2 24ths. So it's 3 and 2 24ths. The problem is 2 24ths can be reduced. So how do I reduce 2 24ths? I take and I divide the numerator and denominator by the common factor of 2, and my answer will be 3 and 1/12. Hopefully you did both these problems right. And if you did, congratulations. Solving fractions, whether it's addition or subtraction, is just a matter of following rules and making sure you have a common denominator, and be very careful with the little arithmetic when you're converting. So make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, like this video. I'm Mr. Chu. This is Tray Arithmetic. There will be a link up here back to the original lesson if you need more practice. Down here will be a playlist of other addition and subtraction fractions videos. Guess what? I'm Mr. Chu and I want to help you learn more math. I'll see you in the next video.